Okay, YouTubers, how you guys doing? Hello to Kansi and Brago Killer. So now I want to show you a new addition. I bought this Eberlestock X2 pack. I still got the tags on it, and this is going to be my day pack when I go hunting. The idea is, I did some research and I was looking at another one to carry meat. The idea is to carry pack meat out if you do get a deer, but it didn't have all the goodies that this one has. For instance, this one has side pockets that you can put your spotting scope, your tripod. It's got a little top pocket here that you can put, I don't know, something small like a compass or anything small that you need to put in there. Just a little lower pouch right here. I don't know if you can see it right here. A little lower. It doesn't come up here. It has the connectors here, the webbing they call it, I think, for connecting anything to it. It's got a side pouch on the side, obviously. That's why they call it a side pouch. And then also another pouch on this side. And then you got the pocket, the main pocket in the middle. And this is not to be, I guess you can go camping with this for a day, maybe two, if you don't take a tent or anything. What I'm planning on doing, I'm going to attach, like I've been doing lately, I attach a smaller pack to the main pack. Now, the main pack that I have, the Mega, I don't think I'm in frame. Let me move this over a little bit because I'm using my little cabinet so I can more or less there. Okay, so the Mega Pack, which is 5,000 and I don't know, 50 something odd inches, 5,200 I think it was inches. It weighs 9 pounds. So I have another pack that weighs 4 pounds. This one weighs 4 pounds. So I'm planning on using the, let me see, I got this one wrapped in plastic because I had a rat in here a couple of years ago. It went nuts and it started eating everything, so I'm protecting this. But I didn't go hunting last year. That's why I kept it in a bag. Keeps it clean. So if I'm using the Mega Pack, which is 9, and this one is 4, that's 13 pounds. So what I'm going to do, this is also a 4 pound, geez, I got a mess of plants here that I have to get rid of. Been cleaning up my office. So this pack, wow, I think this one weighs a little bit more. Could be 4.5. But this pack, I've been using it. This is a Redlands 1950 square inch. The Eberlestock is 1830, I believe. It probably says that on the tag. No big deal. So I've taken this one several times, and I've managed to take a lot of stuff because it has the ability that you can attach it to the frame, like I have here with this bungee, and you can attach the sleeping bag, the tent, all kinds of stuff. I can fill up the center pocket and put a lot of stuff in here. My cooking system, my water, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna divide, when I have them both together, 9 pounds. Let's say 9 pounds. It's probably 8 1/4 or whatever. Round it out to 9. So I'm saving a few pounds by not taking the Mega. And the Mega's a good pack, but you catch a deer, man. Now you gotta go back to camp, dismantle the Kelty frame, get all the bags out, and just have the frame itself and go get it. Go get your deer. The deer is a half a mile away or up a mountain that you don't want to do twice. It's a hassle, you know. And I'm trying to do everything as practical as possible. So this one, let me see, you know, I went to, took my wife out to the Grand Canyon for vacation, and in Flagstaff I found this archery store. And I said, yeah, let's see the gear, you know. And I went in and I found this, and I was considering, I already done the research, I was considering on getting this one. I was hoping for the price to go down on Amazon, but it wasn't budging. It was $200. And I found this one for $189. I said, you know what? Just get it, what the hell. Like I've been saying lately, you only live once, you know, you keep waiting for this and that, and just do it, the hell, you know. At least when you go, you've done it. When it's your time to go, you've done what you wanted to do. So the idea is to get this system, and I'm going to divide the weight between this one and the main pack that I'm taking, because over here I'm just going to take the essentials. I'm going to drop in the knives. I'm going to put in the spotting scope, the tripod, and take some odds and ends. You know, like I went and bought a small roll of rope. Let me see, 20 feet. It's 1/4, and I have a roll here that is a ½ an inch. It's just too much rope and big roll and very heavy. This thing is light as a feather, so this is going in case the deer drops into a tight spot, and you can go down and tie the legs and kind of like pull it up, and then, you know, obviously when you get down there, might as well gut it, get all that weight out of there. I don't know, I might take it. It's up in the air, because if I have this is the idea of the pack. If I have this, if it goes down there, like I said, and you have to clean it down there and whatever, might as well take out the limbs and the back straps and take it out in one shot. The only difference is if you get a big mountain muley, then I'm looking at doing 2 trips, because I don't think this thing can take 2 whole quarters, hind quarters. So I would take probably 1 hind quarter, 1 front quarter, and 1 back strap. So I will take 1/2 of the deer on the first trip, and then go back and take the other half. That way everything is same weight, more or less, and well balanced. And you can do the trip back to the vehicle and put it in the cooler, etc. I might be taking a friend this trip. I haven't seen this guy in, 25 years or so. And he's just going for the ride. He doesn't really hunt, but he does like the outdoors. He likes camping. He goes to the desert all the time. He's got a bunch of buddies that they like to going out to the Mojave and going out to different places and camping. He went out to Shaver, which is a lake in the Sierras. I've been there. It's a rough, one of the roughest trails you could take is there in Shaver Lake. They call it the doozy Irishman, and yeah, it's a doozy. It's worse than the Rubicon. And I did that trail. And to give you an idea, that trail, we got to the trailhead at 12 in the middle of the day, and to go 4.5 miles it took us till 6. That's so rough. You know, when we did a video and something happened, the video got messed up and we couldn't copy into a DVD, so we lost that. But you should see the boulders and the rocks that's on the way. And I told my friend, you know, when God was making rocks, he put them all in one place, because this thing was incredible, incredible. You know, I don't know how the old timers went through those mountains, but that trail, to go 30 miles, it took us 3.5 days. And the temperature was getting cold. It went down to 26 at one point. So Google Dusi Ursham Trail, and you're gonna see if there's some videos on YouTube. You might see that. There was a Jeep. This was a Jeep caravan. I couldn't take my Blazer because I couldn't fit between the trees. It would have ripped out the doors. But this Jeep that this guy took, he beat the crap out of that thing. At the end of the trail, he says, I said, hey, you gonna sell your Jeep? He goes, yeah, I'm thinking. I said, I'll give you $400 because that's all that thing was worth. I mean, it broke down so many times. We have to weld the drive shaft. There was a guy in the group that had a welder kit in the Jeep, and it was very, very rough. So anyways, this guy, he's coming along on this trip, and he was supposed to come today and kind of look at the gear that he's had, but we got time. We got a few weeks. So anyways, going back to the deal here, I'm going to take this and attach this pack onto it. When you do get a deer, and this is going to be my day pack. I used to carry this little thing. I used to carry this little pack, but this pack is only to take food and maybe some juice or whatever. It's pretty heavy. I wonder what I got in there. So this pack is not really okay. I got my bear bag and I got some coffee cups, and yeah, I got stuff here that I got to transfer to this pack. This was just a bag that I bought a long time ago to, you know, if you go shooting, you take some ammo, put it in the back. Oh, muy importante. Yeah, I need the bags, transport bags. And I have here tissue and some sardines. So I got some supplies here. You know what? I forgot to empty this thing out. I got nuts and yeah. I got my bathroom emergency. And here I have all my fire starters with cotton and stuff. And this is the best way. Just take it with this. And I have a little sprayer for bugs. I don't know, lately I haven't really been using it because in high altitude there's not a lot of bugs in the fall. But I have to go through all my gear. I gotta clean out my table. I got a bunch of chrome parts that I brought from the boat that I'm getting the chrome. So anyways, I gotta go through the gear and start loading up the pack. And this, I talked to one of the guys at the shop there at the archery shop. He said that he's got a couple of friends that has this pack. And there was also one guy there that he has one too. He goes, this is the only pack I use. He says, I have about 7 packs in my garage, and this is the only one that he really likes. And this thing can take up to 150 pounds, I think. What I like about this pack is the tongue. So the idea is the tongue and the wings. These are the wings. If you don't have a lot of stuff in here, just very light stuff, you know, maybe a small jacket or whatever, you can put the quarters and flip it over. Let's see, I would do the sides first maybe, and then do the bottom and attach it to the top. Try to do that. I'll figure it out. And I think I'm going to be very happy with this system, with this pack. Then attach it to this here, and you know, clip it all around when it's all full. So I'm going to divide the weight. And in this pack here, this Badlands, it's amazing the cooling system that this has. It's got this net, and you can see that the aluminum frame, it's got an aluminum frame, it's aircraft aluminum, that it supports the weight, and this thing is so freaking comfortable, it's incredible. Well, you guys getting the sun, huh? Let me see. I'm going to have to move this over to the side because there's a lot of sun shining off the camera. There. Okay, I'll have to review the video. So anyways, this pack also has a frame on the inside, and it's got a very good padding. It's got mesh in the middle, and there's a tubing right in there, and that will give you support to carry the weight. So I'm going to load this thing very, very smartly. I want to take advantage of every nook and cranny, and get to learn, like right now, get to learn the pack. See, I didn't know the zipper was here. There's another pouch behind this pouch. There's another pouch. So tell you what I would put here. It would be the rain. I got a real thin rain poncho. That's what it would go right on top. If you start getting rained on or snow, whatever, whip it out, put it on, and keep going. I have that in the main pack. I gotta get that out. So let's see how it goes. This pack has a lot of good reviews. It is not a 4-day, or you know, if you pack light. And I met a guy this guy just slept on the ground on a sleeping bag. This guy packed maybe 20 pounds, but he wasn't hunting. This guy was just trekking. He was going through the Pacific Coast, Pacific Crest Trail that goes up to Canada, from Mexico to Canada. He was doing that. So he says he had a small little knife, and he had very little food, and he would eat wild onions and river crest and all kinds of vegetation. He didn't have a single weapon with him, and he just took the essentials. By the way, he did tell me a story about something he encountered, and he asked me not to say what it was or where it was, but he got scared shitless. The thing walked over him. He was sleeping on the trail. It was very steep. There was nowhere to lay down except on that trail. And about 4 o'clock in the morning, this thing just stepped over him. And it wasn't a bear, so you guys could put it together. You might know what it was, but he felt this thing brush against him and walked over him, and he got up. He turned around and he saw this thing standing in front of him, and he just started yelling like a bitch. I mean, he went nervous, he went berserk, and he started, screaming like crazy. And he looked around, he didn't know what to do, and the thing just stepped off 3 steps, and it disappeared. He says he couldn't believe the amount of ground he covered on a single stride. And he said it was big. He didn't tell me much because he just didn't want to go into it, but he said, believe me, it was big. I don't want to start measuring and figuring this and that or how much you weight. That sucker was big. So anyways, that guy, he only packed very light, and the pack that he had, it was just a bag. It wasn't really, framed to carry weight or anything. And some guys do pack like that. When you're hunting, you're taking more gear, so there's no way to pack that light. But if I take a 4-pound bag and a 4-pound bag, I think this is 4.5, and this is 4.5. So I'm calling it 9. I don't want to call it 8. Let me see here if this thing tells me the weight. I don't want to start reading this yet. But 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. Okay, and this thing has, I'm going to show you the little, you can carry the rifle, you can carry your bow, there's a pouch for the rifle you can attach to it. I saw it at the store, but I said, nah, I'm not carrying it with my corral side harness. So this pack, by spending almost $200, I'm saving 4 pounds. Can you believe that? Just to save 4 pounds? No, the point is that the pack is for meat, and this is for camp. If I want to mix this one, if I want to join this one to the big one, I'm hauling 14 pounds. I'm pack alone, empty, 14 pounds. So I'm cutting that weight down to 4.5, and then 4.5, 9 pounds. That's it. I'll think later I'll make a video as I'm packing it, but I gotta lay out all my stuff, and I got a bunch of junk in here that I gotta go fix the property and do some painting and stuff. So you know, I'm getting, one and boat rollers and all this stuff is laying here. I need to make room. The garage is getting smaller and smaller. So anyways, I think I got a good deal here on the pack, and it doesn't have the amount of room that you might want to have in a pack, but for 1850 square inches, it's okay. That's it. All right, guys. So I'll post this, and go see my video on the rooter, because I was doing it with one hand, and I'm sanding. I'm trying to do the whole thing in one hand, and oh. Hang on. I have here an authentic Weatherby 3-9 scope with a 44 millimeter lens, not 40, and it's got a very clear reticle. It goes 3-9. It's smooth as silk. This is a Weatherby. This is your focusing ring, and I'm gonna throw in the rings too. Okay, the mounting rings. I'm gonna be asking for this. You know how scopes are? 500. Decent scope. 500 to 1,000 to more. For a Weatherby. And this is the Supreme 3-9 or 44. I don't know. 350. I'm going to be asking 350 for the scope. It's clean, it's powerful, and it's solid. These things, they were making them for the Magnums, because Weatherby made guns that the 270 Weatherby, it's more powerful than the regular Winchester Weatherby, or Remington. Who makes the Winchester? So their ammo was a specialty. The 300 Magnum Weatherby is very well known, and all these guns that the Weatherby made. And by the way, when I was a kid, I used to live about a mile from the Weatherby store in Southgate, and I used to bicycle down there and just sit in the window and drool all these animals. They had an elephant. When you walk in, they had a huge African elephant. They had a polar bear on its 4 legs in a glass case at the right end of the store, and then on the left they had a polar bear standing on 2 legs. with I believe the gun that shot it, and I remember that because it was a 270. He had it there. Beautiful wood on that. You know, Weatherby guns are like jewels. They're incredibly beautiful guns. And I always wanted to buy one, but I couldn't afford them because it was more than a month wage back in the day. And I wasn't making all that much anyways. So actually, it was more than yeah, it was about a month's wage, and I just couldn't see myself doing it. So yeah, $350. If anybody wants it, send me a mail, and we'll figure out how to get it to you. You know, I'll ship it out. I'll pay for the shipping. Okay, and you're getting the free rings. These are like, I don't know, $40 going now. Okay, and it's a very good scope. You won't be sorry. You got beautiful glass. It just needs a little cleaning. Beautiful glass, tinted. You know, you can see that purplish. I don't know if that angle with the lighting. It's got this purplish coating on it. Same thing here. I have a little liquid and towel that I can use to clean the glass, and I'll put it in a safe tube, wrap it with all the foam and whatever it takes to ship it. So for $350, you're getting an amazing scope that is probably worth. If you get something similar like this, you're looking at $600 minimum. No bangs, no scratches. It works, and this thing's smooth. This ring is very smooth. Nothing is falling out. It's a good scope. So let me know if you want it. Let me know if you're interested in it. And I don't think I'll let it go for less than $350, guys. Don't start telling me I want to get it for $175, because no, it won't go there. Okay. All right, guys. So on the next one, hopefully this year, I'll see a deer. By the way, the fishing was lousy. The fishing was lousy. We went out, spent the whole day. We caught like this. That's it. We used to be catching 20-pounders, you know, 3 feet long. We caught like 4 or 5 like this, and a few bonita. We got yellows, the yellowtails. There was no dorado, no wahoo, no tuna, no albacore, not even a barracuda, nothing. So I said, okay, the fishing is done. I'm going to park the boat.